Can y'all elaborate on dice game when it's tied to y'all?
I know people were associating me with the situation because I went to Labusi pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. The truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is. I didn't even know he was a jeweler until after his passing. And then the night of that game isn't the night that he got leaving Boosie concert the next night because somebody tried to rob him. So, you know, the internet play internet games. But this is a situation with a dude that I didn't even know. I ain't know his name. I had no knowledge of him. I ain't know he was from Chicago. I ain't know he was a jeweler until social media started trying to point a finger because he was standing next to me, and it's just unfortunate that something transpired after another dice game, but neither incidents had anything to do with a dice game.
Prince straight up called 50 a full-blown hypocrite, saying that if Big Meech is a snitch, then 50 might as well be wearing a badge. That's wild, and it set the stage for some serious tension. Word on the street is that JPrince is allegedly throwing major threats at 50 Cent for calling out Big Meech and hinting that something big could go down. 50 keeps labeling Meech a rat, and that's not just a casual diss. That's smoke with fire. This isn't small talk anymore. It's high-stakes energy spilling across the industry like gasoline waiting for a spark. The whispers are growing louder by the day. Let's be real.
A sucker is a who pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the you think you can beat.
And I called JPrince in the mouth. I'm saying,
He didn't say nothing to whack. So when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street is being...
50 Cent isn't the type to stay quiet when challenged. It's starting to look like JPrince may have picked the wrong heavyweight to mess with. This situation has layers, and JPrince's track record isn't doing him any favors. His name has surfaced in rumors of extortion, shady dice games, and even whispers linking him and his son to the tragic incident with Takeoff. Nothing is confirmed, but the streets don't forget. If 50 decides to air it all out, trust that he's got plenty of ammo. And guess what? He's already clapped back on Instagram, looking confident and reminding everyone just how ruthless he can be when someone tests him. But here's the question. Is JPrince truly stepping up to defend Big Meech? And what exactly did he say to 50? Is he risking it all by coming at one of the most calculated, relentless figures in hip-hop?
Y'all questions, then I'm gonna have to go about my business. You can see I'm just relaxing, letting God's air blow on my face. And a sucker free.
You know, we all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a blessing, Rip.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Who want to have access to power and not use it?
This is about to get real messy, and that's no exaggeration. 50 Cent is still pressing Big Meech hard over those snitching claims, refusing to let up for even a second. The energy is fierce, and now unexpected backup has jumped into the fray. Out of nowhere, rapper Top 5 aired out Big Meech on social media, dropping a video blasting him for sliding into his DMs. He called him a rat and tagged 50 directly, saying, "Come get this fake 60-year-old kingpin out of my DMs before I crash out." That post exploded across feeds, sparking even more attention. Then Top 5 doubled down with the hashtag $BigScreech. Savage and bold, the move sent shockwaves across the culture. Of course, 50 didn't miss a beat. He reposted the video and added his own shade, captioning it, "He probably wanted to borrow some money from you, gangster. Lol." Classic 50, trolling with precision and fanning the flames even hotter. Meanwhile, the rest of the industry is keeping their heads low, trying not to get caught in the crossfire. Most players want nothing to do with this showdown between 50 and Big Meech, but one heavyweight couldn't resist stirring the pot.
Check the play out. All entertainers, when you go to Houston, stay away from JPrince Jr. There's a whole play going on. Here go the play right here. The play is a loaded dice. Now I'm gonna talk about something. Let me see if y'all catch up with to what I'm saying. The entertainer invites him in, act like he's covering for him, hanging out, everything is cool. Let's go here, let's go there, let's go here, let's go there. He introduces the dice game. He got 3 right, who rotate the dice. Now these dice is loaded. To tell me it's a Wolf, Big Caprice, and watch this, and Little Cam are the loaded dice rotators, right? He said what? There was a situation that occurred that a certain jeweler around and got past the dice on accident and was hitting all them for a couple hundred. They got irritated about that. I ain't gonna go too far into that story because, right, boom. The only way they could get their money back was however money back. He said, but Lil Cam, Wolf, and Big Caprice are the 3 designated to say I'm up, I got the next, and they pass the dice to each other, but they loaded, but they shooting against them up represent town, the entertainer. Right? They say JPrince Jr., he get 30% of whatever the take is.
JPrince stepped straight into the fire, even though no one had called his name, adding another unpredictable twist to an already dangerous situation. Gossip. Blogs are buzzing with claims that JPrince has been sneak dissing 50 Cent on Instagram stories, accusing him of using Big Meech's name purely to boost his own clout. The tension is spilling into the public, creating a digital arena where every post feels like a coded strike. Allegedly, JPrince even posted, then quickly deleted, a message claiming that Big Meech was worth over $100 million before prison, that 50 used Meech's life to make money, gave him $5 million, and now claims he created the BMF brand. That's a bold, explosive accusation. And it's no longer just 50 versus Meech. JPrince clearly wants in on the chaos too. But wait, it gets even crazier.
Said it exactly. You 60. You 60. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you line Young Boy NBA up, why the f you got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Young Boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Young Boy NBA told y'all niggas. This is what he said. This is what Young Boy NBA said. Rap 100 was the most disrespect. Wild disrespect. I ain't even gonna repeat this shit 100 said. Mad disrespect. Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. I have not heard, this is the first time Drake got into some shit, and I hear you say shit to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you could tell us what we can and cannot say, man? Control your...
According to insiders, JPrince isn't just throwing subliminals online. Word is he's allegedly making slick moves behind the scenes, threatening to send people after 50 to shut him up. Real sneaky tactics suggesting this beef is shifting from digital to physical. And the risk factor climbs higher by the hour. Yet 50 isn't flinching. Instead of backing down, he clapped back with a bold message, posting a scene from training day to let everyone know that no matter what comes his way, he's unshakable, built for this life and ready for any challenge. In the caption, he wrote, "Get the message. Fans definitely got it." Now people online are clowning JPrince, warning that he'd better chill and stay in his lane, because getting on 50's bad side is never the move. Especially when your own closet might be overflowing with skeletons just waiting to be exposed. For those unfamiliar, JPrince is the CEO and co-founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, one of Houston's most iconic labels. Around the city, he calls himself the King of Houston, projecting an image of running the entire town. There's an unspoken rule in the game that when big artists touch down in H-Town, JPrince acts as their unofficial security boss, making sure they're protected while moving around. But not everyone's convinced. Some in the streets whisper that all that protection might just be a front, with rumors swirling that JPrince and his son Jazz could be running an extortion operation behind the scenes.
I can't believe people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living.
Leveraging their reputation as a power move to keep artists in line, JPrince and his circle have built an aura of control. If that's not enough, There's more chatter about the so-called dice games they host in Houston. Games where the stakes are sky high and reputations can crumble overnight. According to insiders, artists are allegedly being set up and losing big fast as if it's a hidden tax on fame. Now it looks like 50 might be dragging some of these serious secrets straight into the spotlight, threatening to expose things the public was never meant to see. The whispers around JPrince and his crew exploded after Takeoff's tragic death. But here's the wild part. Takeoff wasn't even the first person tied to JPrince's infamous dice nights to lose his life. A few months earlier, Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler hit big at one of their games, walking out with $100,000 in his pocket. But that win turned deadly before Duke could even reach his car. He was ambushed, robbed, and gunned down. Gone just like that. The pattern raised eyebrows everywhere and turned quiet speculation into a storm of suspicion.
The jeweler that got doing the Boosie dice game. Oh, so he was against Boosie and he got past the loaded dice. So, his name was Duke the Jeweler. They said Boosie set him up. Now your story makes more sense. He died with all his jewelry on. Lil Cam was shooting that night when Takeoff died too. They're saying DJ Pat Bullet was a bullet that Takeoff. Also, Cam was the one shooting dice, so he had to load the dice. Now, for Boosie, they must have switched the dice up. Either they was gonna have no, Boosie was supposed to have the loaded dice, and they must have switched it, gave it to the wrong.
When Takeoff passed, fans were furious, with many pointing fingers at Quavo, saying he should never have been rolling with JPrince and the Mob Ties crew, especially after what happened to Duke the Jeweler. People were shocked, asking how anyone could stay close to them after all those shady headlines and warnings. With suspicions already hanging over the Prince family, the public insisted Quavo should have kept his distance. And now, the deeper you look, the shadier it gets. The man accused of pulling the trigger, Patrick Xavier Clark, has already been officially indicted by a grand jury in Takeoff's case. But even after almost 3 years, the trial hasn't started. That alone has fans and insiders on edge. Here's where it gets truly sketchy. Just one day after Clark was arrested, he somehow came up with $1 million bond and was suddenly out on house arrest. By November 2023, things got even weirder. No more ankle monitor, no strict surveillance, only a simple 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew. This bizarre turn of events sent shockwaves across social media and into street conversations alike. The most suspicious part? Court documents state that Clark can't contact any witnesses, victims, or Takeoff's family, which also includes JPrince Jr. And get this. The court also banned Patrick Xavier Clark from contacting JPrince Sr. in any way. That ruling has fans seriously raising eyebrows, wondering what's hiding beneath the surface. How does someone go from house arrest to basically roaming free with nothing but a soft curfew? The whole situation is starting to feel like a twisted movie, full of legal loopholes, secret connections, and unexplained favors, stranger than fiction.
Oh, I had a dude call me, right? And that Junior been having some going on down there in Houston, bro. We got the media team in here, so it's an inside month. Now this month, he's the one that's tied to the dude that makes the loaded dice, right?
People are demanding answers louder than ever. What's even wilder is how this case keeps veering into bizarre territory with every passing month. It's been years now, and still no official trial date. Many are beginning to wonder if something much bigger is happening behind the curtain than anyone is being told. A mystery tightening like a noose around the entire situation. Here comes the latest twist. Patrick Xavier Clark is standing firm on his innocence, and his lawyer, Letitia Cannon Hollins, is not playing. She told Rolling Stone that her client did not fire the shots that killed Takeoff. Period. But she didn't stop there. Hollins went straight at the investigators, questioning their entire narrative and planting seeds of doubt about the state's case. She called out the evidence they're trying to use against Clark, claiming the video footage and ballistics don't match up at all. According to her, once the trial begins, she's ready to shred the case to pieces, insisting there was someone else who started the shooting. Clark, she says, was in the same position as Takeoff, just trying to get out alive, not involved in the argument, and not the one who pulled the trigger. He was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time when bullets started flying. This new defense angle is rattling online commentators, podcasters, and even hardened industry insiders who have followed every beat of the story like detectives. The cracks in the case now feel too big to ignore, and when you circle back to the whispers about JPrince allegedly setting up rappers through shady dice games, it only gets messier.
So while we was gone, I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie young boy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right, because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce, $3, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit ready.
All good, waiting on you.
Industry voices, including Whack 100, have publicly accused JPrince's son of running a loaded dice hustle that targets rappers visiting Houston. The streets are watching this case like hawks, knowing each revelation could topple reputations and expose dangerous truths hiding in plain sight. Whack 100 didn't hold back. He warned artists to stay far away from JPrince's dice games, calling them nothing but a straight-up scam. His words were blunt. If you roll into one of those games, you're not walking out with your money, and maybe not walking out at all. That explosive statement sent tremors across social media and rap forums. Whack even hinted that Quavo and Takeoff might have been caught up in shady dealings that sparked the chain of events leading to Takeoff's death. And he didn't stop there. Whack dragged Boozy into the storm, accusing him of being connected to the same dice game setup that ended with Duke the Jeweler losing his life. The accusations landed like grenades, turning whispers into headlines. When JPrince was asked about the allegations, he tried to shut things down fast. He denied knowing Duke the Jeweler and insisted his dice games had nothing to do with either Duke's or Takeoff's deaths, calling it all rumors. But many weren't convinced. The denials only made things look more suspicious. It doesn't stop with dice games. JPrince's name has been tied to extortion talk for years, and the heat is now reaching a boiling point. One major flashpoint came in July 2020, when NBA YoungBoy was robbed in Houston. Allegedly, associates of JPrince pulled up to YoungBoy's Airbnb, taking his icy chains and the keys to his $350,000 Bentley. Instead of laying low, the crew posted a video flaunting the stolen goods: a white Bentley, a white Rolls Royce, and a 2020 white McLaren GT, like trophies. Reports say they demanded a $30,000 ransom to return the items, sparking claims that this wasn't a random robbery but another extortion play. Then came the twist. JPrince himself jumped on Instagram, saying he had YoungBoy's chains and keys and inviting him to come pick them up, as if it were a friendly lost and found service. YoungBoy wasn't buying it. He fired back, calling it a setup and accusing JPrince of using Houston's check-in culture as a front to shake down rappers for money and power. He's not the only one fed up. Other artists and commentators have started calling JPrince out, pointing to a pattern of intimidation that they say has been going on for years. Critics even accuse him of staying silent while his protege Drake was clowned by Kendrick Lamar, and of trying to strong-arm detractors who criticized boxer Shakur Stevenson, whom JPrince manages. When sports hosts Cameron and Mahe mocked Stevenson's recent world title fight, JPrince fired back on Instagram. "Numbers don't lie, haters do. I'm Shakur's manager, and I handle all his business outside the ring. I'll fade all his shots and take all bets." To many, it read like a warning. Cam and Mashi weren't fazed, roasting JPrince for acting like he's still in the streets despite his age. Now fans are asking why JPrince would even think about coming for 50 Cent or inserting himself into the Big Meech drama when his own record is already under such heavy scrutiny. Social media is lit with people saying he has too many sketchy situations tied to his name to start beef with someone like 50, a man who built his image on calling people out and going full savage when disrespected. For JPrince to step into this mess with so many rumors swirling, many believe he's playing a dangerous game and may have picked a fight he can't win. 50 Cent never holds back when it comes to exposing people, and if he decides to go after JPrince, it could get ugly fast. From dice game whispers to alleged extortion plays, 50 has plenty of material. and he's known for turning dirt into a full-blown spectacle that shakes the culture. The stakes are sky high now. Is JPrince out of pocket for stepping into the Big Meech drama and allegedly threatening 50? Or does he have a valid reason? Fans and insiders are debating fiercely, some calling this the biggest showdown hip-hop has seen in years. What do you think? Sound off in the comments, smash that like button, and hit subscribe, because this saga is far from over, and the next twist could drop at any moment. Stay locked in. This storm between power players might be only just beginning.